Hey guys, this is Kenny the Messy Soaper at Royal Appleberry, and today I'm going to show you how I not really make my labels, but cut my cigar bands, print out my cigar bands, cut them in, like kind of packaging my soap. I have like tons of soaps to pack right now, so I figured while I'm at it, I would just show you. So the program that I use to create my labels, I don't know if I'll do a tutorial on that because everyone does it different, and there's tons out there, and I'm still learning this program myself. This program is called, hopefully this doesn't get all waffly, just because you know how cameras and laptops are, but it's called Craft Artist, and they do have a free trial. I did like, I messed around with like the free trial, and I did like it, but it was just like kind of a headache with all the stuff they want you to download and buy, and the options you just couldn't use. So I end up purchasing it, and I got it on Amazon because if you look, at the time when I bought this last year sometime, I think it was like 50 bucks, but I don't buy anything until I can find the cheapest price possible. So I found it on Amazon. I think I paid, I want to say 12 bucks for it. So this is what I do. I already have my template created for my cigar bands. I don't really change it too much. I'll just go in and change like what I want it to say, each soap to say, and the information on the side. So if I change the ingredients, which are here, and this is already measured out to fit my soaps, I'll change that. But for the most part, my design stays the same. I like to keep things simple, you know. I'm a one-woman show, so there's so many options in here. If you want to look into Craft Artists, go on their website and just kind of play around with it and see what you think. Okay, so now I've already done the soaps for One Cool Dude, so I save all of my cigar bands. So I'll just go to the open, and I think it's already, is it here? Yep, I already have it here, so I'm going to pull that up. And it's checking for updates for some reason. All right, so now I have my classic man. So what I'll do is go ahead and print that out. So you guys don't need to see all that. I'm sure you know how to print out papers. I don't print in color just because A, it's very expensive. B, I like the simple look of, you know, just having black and white. It works for me. Lots of people use color, and I love to see the color cigar bands, but that's just not for me. So what I use to print on, like I said, I'm cost effective in everything that I do, whether it be ordering online, no matter what it is, I try to be cost effective. So what I print, and excuse all of this nonsense that's on this pad, I print on sketch pad. I got this from Walmart. I think I paid like $2 for this, and I like the weight of the paper. I was using, what paper was I using? What is that stuff? I was using vellum, and vellum is very expensive, and you know, you get like 20 sheets, and I get 3 cigar bands per sheet, and if you muck up or your paper, your printer goes haywire on you, then you're screwed. So I decided I didn't want to use that. I love the look of it because it's kind of transparent, but again, I mean, the customers, they get them, they buy them, they don't care about your cigar band. Of course you want nice packaging, but they want what's inside, and they're going to toss it. So I figure, why spend so much money and then they're going to toss it? Maybe when I become like super rich, then I'll decide to do that. But right now we're going to stick with what works here. So you get 50 sheets here, and I like the weight of the paper. Again, it's sketch pad paper, so it's a nice thick weight, and it works for me. Now, these are a little bit too wide for my printer, so what I do is just, hopefully I'm not shaking you guys up all over the place. I'll trim down one size to the size that I need it, and then I'll like tear a big stack out. Hopefully you can see that, and then I'll cut about that much off across with my paper cutter. So I'm going to go ahead and get this printed out, and then I'll show you what I do next. See you in a minute. Okay guys, so I've printed out what I needed, and as you can see, I formatted it. Hopefully I can get I know these camera angles are horrid, but that's the best I can do. So I formatted it where it's just an easy cut. So I'm just going to cut along here, and then cut along here, and then slice them apart. So I'll show you how I do that. And I just use a simple paper cutter, nothing fancy here. So hopefully you guys can see what I'm doing. So I just kind of line it up. And I like to have a light here, like so you can illuminate it, just so I can kind of see through the paper. Now I will say when I was using vellum, it was much easier because you can see right through the paper. But the light helps. So now I got a clean cut. I cut that edge off. Now I'm going to turn it this way and do the same thing. And this is where it gets a little bit trickier because I don't want to cut like my cigar band or my print. But I've gotten pretty good at this. So do the same thing on this side. And I mean, you guys can use Word or whatever program you want to create your cigar bands. I just found that I got soap stuck in my fingernails. I just found that Craft Artist was much easier for me to work with, and I just haven't had time to sit down and play around with Word. I'm sure it's very, very simple. Actually, I did, you know, help my mom create some through Word because she doesn't have the Craft Artist. But I like Craft Artist. You can use whatever program you want. And like I said, there are tons of soapers who do how to create cigar bands and whatever programs that they use. So just check that out because, like I said, I'm still learning all the features on this Craft Artist. So I'm like the wrong person to show you how to do this. Alright, so now that I have all those trimmed off, now I just kind of go in and find where my cut line is. And what I do like about this cutter, because it has a scorer right here, so if you're not sure if you're, you know, in the right spaces before you cut, you can just score, and that way you can tell where you're cutting, and it keeps you from chopping up your cigar band. So there we go. All right, so I'm going to finish these and then I'll show you how I wrap. But yeah, I'm just like, I try to get everything that's the simplest for me. And just like here, I didn't even score that, and I just chopped off the very teeny top of my cigar band, but I think no one is even going to notice that. So that's why it's good to score it first so you can see exactly what you're cutting. All right, so got that taken off. All right, and I've used many different cutters. If you guys want to know about the cutter, again, the program Craft Artist, if that's what you choose to use, that came from Amazon. I got this cutter from Michaels. I think it was like 12 bucks. I have another one that I got from Michaels that Hunter made a mistake and broke. And then I got one from Walmart that was like the guillotine and the cutter. And I don't like it because it doesn't really give you, it's nice, but you can't really see where you're cutting and you end up just mucking up all of your labels. So I don't have time for that. So yeah, I got this one from Michaels and it works just fine. I think I paid like, I want to say it was 20 bucks and then I had a discount for it. So a coupon. So I think it came to like 12 bucks or something, probably cheaper than that. All right, so now this is what I do. I just grab one of my soaps, and also this light here, I don't know if you guys can see, but this light here kind of helps as just like an inspection light as well. I just kind of go through and rub my finger on them just to make sure, you know, they don't have fingerprints or anything like that, and debris, because, you know, it's subtle. I keep a net over all of my soaps, but just make sure, you know, you don't have any debris or anything on your soaps before you wrap it up. So I know you guys probably can't see me, but I like to hold it under the light and take a very, very close look, because lint does fly. I don't care unless you have a clean room built in your house, and then kudos on you, but where you wear like the whole bodysuit and hazmat and all that stuff. But most of us don't have that. So I just kind of give a quick inspection, well, thorough quick inspection, to make sure that it looks the way I want it to look. All right, so now that it's looking good, I like to get my tape first, and this is my handy dandy high heel tape dispenser. I love it. If anybody asks, one of my coworkers bought this for a Christmas present, so I don't know exactly where she got it from. I want to say she got it from Staples. Okay, so now I just take my band. Oh, one sec, guys, got a call. Hey guys, this portion of the video, I had to refilm because I totally don't know what happened to after my phone call. I came back and I cannot find that footage anywhere. So this is well after that time since I was doing those videos. I mean, the video. But I decided to run it here quickly as I was editing and realized my footage was missing, and to just kind of come in and replace that. So as I was showing you guys how I did my cigar bands, this one is already on a soap that I've already wrapped. I actually took the shrink bag off just for the purpose of showing you guys how I do it. So if this wasn't already on my soap, you just kind of line your soap up, lay it on top, and then fold it over the edges, and then put it to the back. Excuse me for all the sniffling, that's gross. Fold the ends in and then stick a piece of tape on it, okay? So let's just pretend you saw me do that. So then the next step I would do is with my shrink bags. These bags here, Laura, I don't know what happened to that part. I've looked in all my files and I just can't find it, but ooh well. So my shrink bags, I get these from Paper Mart. They come in this box right here, and this is all the information. They're 6x6 100 gauge shrink bags, and they came from Paper Mart. So they're fairly inexpensive too. I want to say I paid maybe $5-6 for this, and I got 2 boxes of it, which I've ran through 1 box already. So yeah, and they come in like this, all your bags. So now that I have shown you that, you just take the bag. It's one side that's open on the bag, which is here, okay? And then I'll go ahead and take my soup without banging it around on my tripod and stick it in the bag just like this. And the next portion you'll see, in the next portion of this video, you'll see that I left the top open on the classic band soap, but since I'm done with my craft fair, I know this is all over the place, this video, this is how I normally shrink my soaps. I close the top. I package them open because I wanted my customers to be, even though I had samples out, I wanted my customers to be able to pick them up and smell them without touching all over the soaps. So now, what I do is put them in my sealer. And this sealer I got on eBay. I think I probably paid like $15 for it. Yeah, it couldn't have been no more than $15. And I don't have any scissors in here because I never have anything I need when I'm filming. But normally I would just cut along this edge here. Hopefully I can tear it off. Yeah, okay. And I'm not worried about this little piece hanging off because that's going to get sealed too. So, did I say my shrinker, my sealer? And normally, if you put the, excuse me for all the sniffling. Normally, if you just close it and let it go, like I let it go here, let the bar go, it'll shrink and then, I keep saying shrink, seal, and cut it itself. So, the next portion you'll see is a continuation of the video that I was already filming, which we'll go to in a second, showing you how I shrink these bags. So, see you in a bit. Okay, so now I'm going to use my heat gun, which I got like this massive heat gun. It won't even fit all the way in the camera. I got this. We have I guess it's like a hardware, and it's kind of discounted, called Harbor Freight Tool here in Michigan. They have online as well. I got this big old heat gun, and it's 1500 watts here. I got this from, I just told you, Harbor Freight Tool, and I think it was on sale for $20. So not too bad. And I like to use it, please use it on the lowest setting, because if you use on the highest setting, it will burn a hole through your bag immediately. So it's going to get really loud here, so I'm going to probably just mute it. But I like to start with well, I'll just show you guys how I start. You'll see it even though you won't hear me talking, okay? Actually, that's not too bad. I think you guys can still hear me. So I just like to start at the bottom first, and then I go around the sides, and then I go on the opposite side here. Yeah, I thought this was going to be like uber loud. And then I like to do the top of the bag, and then I flip around in its face where the front of my label is at. And be careful, because this thing gets really, really hot. So don't keep your fingers there because it will burn you. Alright, so then I like to stand it up and make sure everything's smoothed out nice and neat. And then, like for that seam under the bottom, just heat it up and then press it flat on the table and it flattens it. So there you go. Now that's how I shrink my soaps. And if I was too close to top, you know, I would seal it and then shrink. I will go around all 4 sides first and then shrink the top. And I like to do my back first because sometimes you'll get puckers or air bubbles, and if you lay it flat on the front of the soap, then it kind of flattens out any air getting in there. So that is how I cigar band and shrink my soaps for packaging. Okay, so if you like this video, please do give a thumbs up. Please comment if you have any questions or you want to just say anything. Or again, I think I cover all the information of where to get your supplies from. So I guess that's it for today. Next time, guys, this is Kenny the Messy Soaper at Royal Appleberry, and I'll see you later.